Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another Farming Simulator 19 mod contest spotlight, where today we are going to be looking over at something that is from the, I think it's Misk. Is it Misk? No, it's not Misk. Where is it? Oh, it's in Levelers. We're going to be looking at the Veenhuis Silage Leveler thing, which looks very interesting. It looks like it's very well modeled, and I did notice, yes, those flaps on the side do seem to come down. No, I don't want to lease it. I already have one. There we go. I am using cheat mode. If you're wondering how I zipped across, I am using cheat mode in the game settings. Can I have my flashlight, please? There we go. Yeah, the modeling's quite good. It's a very basic piece of equipment in essence, but because it's so basic, you can get away with a bit more with the modelling, and it is very good that I can see some little tricks being used to reduce the number of polygons and increase performance, which is always nice to see. It sounds strange, but it is nice to see tricks being used visually. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, those circles for the actual leveler itself are not round. So let's have a look at how this all works. So start by unfolding it. Now let's turn it on, unfolding it, which brings the two sides down and they kind of float nicely into place. Okay, what do the mouse controls do? Mouse controls lower and raise the back, and I'm presuming lower and raise the front as well. Yes. Very nice for precision. Let's raise up the 3-point. Nothing on... Okay, nothing on... That's definitely a nice idea. So you can lower it down like this and then have the mouse controls to kind of fine-tune how low it is. You turn it on. It sounds like it's using the sound from one of the in-game mowers. And it is spinning very slowly. I'm not sure if the real machine would spin quite this slowly. Will it work on straw, out of curiosity? Because I have quite a lot of straw. It does! And you can see that it is... I've got the straw in a very awkward position for this to work, but it is kind of leveling out the straw quite nicely. It is working as intended. And it's not really making a big song and dance out of working like that. I'm trying to think of negatives other than... Okay, here's a positive. The skirts are kind of semi-dynamic, which is nice. That does set it aside from the levelers in game which don't have skirts. Well done, Dave. Sets it aside from the giant skirts on the mowers, really. In terms of like positives and negatives, the oh, I've just spotted something. Okay, here's a negative. These skirts are fixed in position by this pin that is in the center of the screen right now. How can you unfold something that's fixed in position by a pin? Unless you're just flipping them down, I guess. I kind of feel like the modder could have gotten away without having the fold unfold option and just have it like it is right now in the unfolded configuration. And it would have been just fine as well. In terms of functionality, it does work. I feel like the rotors maybe turn a bit slowly. I don't know, and I don't know how in real life how fast something like this would spin. It feels very slow to me, but I'm going off a reference of I've no idea. It just looks a bit slow to be like leveling stuff, because I'd imagine to level it you'd want to be kind of kicking it out a small bit and kicking it backwards. Overall, though, I do like this. I'll possibly end up using it in the future. I don't say probably when it's only possible. Is it a good mod? Yes. Is it mind-blowingly amazing? Well, no, because to me, very few mods are. Is it something that I think would be useful across a great many maps? Absolutely. Something like that is just useful to make silage just that small bit easier. I suppose I should give it a star rating out of 5, shouldn't I? Quick explanation of my rating system, because I realize that sometimes people get confused when I give something 3 stars, and they think I'm ripping on it. I should actually also add, I don't intend to rip on mods. Even if I think even if they're not something for me, I'll try and find as many positives as I can about mods. And just point out some issues that I feel could be looked at by the modder. If they're intentional things, I'm perfectly fine with them. If they're genuine mistakes and genuine issues, then it gives the modder something to look at and ways that the mod can be improved in the future if they want to do like a V2, or just give it an update, or bring it to console and give it an update there, or whatever. But in terms of my rating system, 1, it goes from 1 to 5, and there are decimals because it's arbitrary at the end of the day, and I just kind of pick a number. No, there are reasons behind my choices, but 1 is it is completely and utterly broken, and doesn't but does load into the game at the very least. 0 is this mod doesn't even load into the game. Why is it released? That's what 0 is, and I have given precisely 1 0 and then rectified it to a 1 when I figured out it was just a file name error. 1 is, like, it loads in, but it has major problems, and will need a lot of work for it to be a good mod. 2 is, it works really well, but there is a big problem with the model. Like, it's maybe there's like bits of the model missing, or bits that are really just oddly scaled, or bits that are blatantly wrong, or like there's just a minor issue in terms of like there's a few log errors, or it doesn't quite work as it should, but it mostly works and it's mostly fine. 3 is Giants quality. 3 is what I would expect to see from Giants, and the reason that is right bang in the middle and kind of the standard is basically because my own standards for mods are, if it's Giants quality, then it's a good mod, and any better than that is a bonus. So Giants quality is my standard that I go off, and anything beyond that is great. 4 is, it's Giants quality, but the model's fantastic, or it has a really cool script, or it does something unique, or it adds something to the game, and just kind of generally is pushing the boundaries of what can be done. And 5 stars is very rarely handed out. That is basically Seasons mod. If you think of Seasons mod, that is what a 5-star mod is. An absolute huge game changer that'll change the way that you play. So that explained this mod right here, the Veenhuis Silage Leveler Compactor Majig. I never quite know what the correct term distributor for this is. This is most definitely a 3-star mod. This is a very, very solid 3. It is something that I could totally see Giants coming out with. It's something that I think would even works the exact way that I think it would work from if it came from Giants. Maybe the speed of the rotors could be increased slightly, but again, I'm no expert in that. I've never seen one of these at work, so I could be completely wrong there. Just for my own visual looking at it, it feels like they go very slowly. But it is definitely something that I could totally see Giants bringing out at some point. And that's going to do it for now. Hope you enjoyed. Until next time, stay safe, and goodbye.